Hi, I'm Evan.
I'm Teddy, and we're the Picture and the Poet.
And this is Conversations with Lola. Oh, well, Lola. Hold the label wrong.
Your inflection is so funny.
So this is episode 2 of Conversation with Lola. We had an episode last week, and now there are episodes, and this is a thing that we do on a regular basis.
You know, we're busy. This is the easiest thing. So sue me if I want to sit on my couch and drink a bottle of wine for my video.
Let's get this started. This week, we're talking about ceremonies. Anyone has a ceremony coming up might find this valuable.
We're going to drop deuces of knowledge on you right now.
No, I did not. No, that's not making the cut.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I edit it.
Well, okay, so when it comes to designing your ceremony for your wedding day, what is the first thing you kind of need to consider is whether or not it's going to be a religious ceremony or not. It's a full spectrum of what makes a ceremony religious, but what I mean is, like more orthodox ceremonies, if that is the route that you're going, then none of this really applies to you because
yes,
the structure's set out for you.
Click away. Likely, they have a very long list of how things go, what's going to be said, and everything in between is taken care of for you, and they're usually like on the longer end, so that's something to keep in mind. If you really want to have a short ceremony, but your parents really want you to have like a Catholic ceremony, keep in mind that those two don't often mix. So you have to kind of have a trade-off. The next thing to consider when you're talking about your ceremony is the location, indoor or outdoor.
I mean, having a ceremony inside is always a safe bet because you're not going to be combating rain or sun, but then means you have to find an indoor ceremony space that really works for you, and options are slim. If you're having an outdoor ceremony, you do need to consider a rain plan.
Of course. There's been many times where it's been drizzling or raining lightly, and we've still gone ahead with the ceremony.
There's also been times where like people have like, oh, it's raining, I really want an outdoor ceremony. We wait for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You're totally allowed to do that.
Oh my.
Sorry, is that too much?
Nope, not a problem.
Okay. Next thing to consider is when in the day you're gonna have the ceremony.
My opinion is that light and everything is going to get better the later you leave it.
I would time your ceremony around dinner. So if you're having dinner at 7, that means cocktail hour is an hour, starts at 6, which means family photos starts at 5:30, which means the ceremony starts at 5, between 4:30 or 5. Ceremony should start between 2 and 3 hours before dinner.
Boom.
Boom.
Roasted.
There's a few factors there.
We're putting hard and fast rules on things that are very like...
So we pick the time of the day. The next thing you really need to consider about your ceremony is the processional and how that is going to proceed.
When it comes to music and the processional, we would recommend minimizing the amount of songs that you have. There is a higher likelihood of something messing up with the more songs that you have.
But then there's also just like thinking about the flow of a song. It's not nearly enough time for any of those songs to reach a peak or like to reach the good part. And the last thing with the processional I would say is pacing. Like there is such thing as too slow. But more often than not, the issue is with people moving down too fast. Let them milk it. Let them enjoy it.
Milk it, not only for our sake, but for the fact that people came here. They drove probably 45 minutes, it's Winnipeg. Stroll down the aisle, girl. Let them see how you got your hair and makeup done.
Good point.
Thank you.
Next part of the ceremony, the officiant.
Professionals are really good at what they do, and we love that. People are also welcome to go the route of inviting a close family friend to do the ceremony. One of the things that we'd recommend if you're considering having a close family friend is having them tell the story of your relationship to the crowd in a short way, instead of like reciting something that they've Googled.
Even if you are hiring a professional officiant, some of our favorite officiants that we've worked with have followed that kind of formula.
Yes.
So everyone knows you from very different parts of life. It creates a story foundation that the rest of the ceremony can build off of.
There's dog hair on your glass.
Yeah, everyone's favorite part, the vows. The reason we are all here, to watch you get over your fear of public speaking.
Yeah. Your guests at this point in the day have just arrived. They came to this event to hear you talk about yourselves.
And even up to this point, they've listened to someone else that they didn't even know talk. By the time that you get the voice, everyone knows you.
Mm-hmm. And they want to hear you talk.
They want to hear you talk.
Yes.
And so we cannot stress this enough. This is your moment.
Mm-hmm. Write your vows beforehand and say them out loud. Literally speak them, because that's what you're doing. And you'll write differently than how you speak. So say them out loud, practice it, and actually
And after you practice it, rewrite it. In our wedding day, I wrote my vows on a napkin. The way I said them to you is I made sure that every single sentence I said, I was looking at you.
Yeah.
And not only did I feel the impact, and I got a little emotional and started crying a little bit. I actually started swearing more than I was crying, I think.
Looking at you.
It's your wedding day. You know, you don't have too many of them. At worst, you have a handful. At best, you have one.
Yeah.
So after the vows is the signing.
Here in Manitoba, it's like this 3-page legal document.
Yeah, where you write on one side and it imprints it on the other, and the other pages are like pink and green.
It's like colorful. It'll make your day just that much more subtly upscale and nice. Is instead of signing that legal document there at the signing table, you sign something of value.
Something commemorative. I don't know, you can...
For Callie and James, it was literally this beautiful piece of paper that said marriage license. Whether or not it was actually a marriage license, I do not know.
Doesn't matter.
You're very welcome to sign this legal document, this Manitoba legal document, well before or after the ceremony, and you're still married.
One of the things that we say as a mantra when it comes to planning your wedding day is dress your day with significance. Mm-hmm. This moment, make it significant, create a little keepsake. It's gonna be so great.
Agreed.
Next part of the ceremony is the kiss. Just like that, no more.
That's how you should
After
do it.
that, recessional. But for real, practice your kiss. A few things I would practice.
Are we gonna demonstrate?
I don't know if we should
Is this
demonstrate.
gonna be gross?
But
This.
Okay.
Don't do this.
little bit tongue is great. lot of tongue can be. The most important thing when it comes to the kiss is to, and it's throughout the wedding day as well, we're giving a lot of information, but be in the moment.
Yeah.
Be part of it.
Your officiant, if they would scooch to the side somehow, take a microphone kind of with him or her off to the side.
And if we're kissing.
Oh, you want me to kiss you?
Yeah, if we're kissing and there's this little face.
The amount of old white men that are right here in between the couple kissing is a little weird.
So you kiss, then the recessional, go out slowly. Enjoy it as well. Please do not run. Because for our sake, we're filming everything. We're walking backwards.
We're walking backwards.
If you start running, someone's gonna get hurt.
I'm gonna kill a baby. I ran into a
No,
don't
say that.
I ran into a stroller.
You did.
Yeah, babe. It was on the edge of the aisle, and I was like, whoa.
You just kissed. You had your wedding day. Enjoy it. Look around. Look
Hey,
at
that's
people's
not a bad
faces.
call. Literally look around. Give your parents a hug. Take your time.
Give out some high fives. Do some fist bumps.
True.
You've had a ceremony. You're married. Congratulations. I thought you would join me in clapping.
Oh. All of our opinions that we brought up today is totally subjective, and we totally respect any other opinion that is out there. Anyone hates what we said, then whatever.
We don't care.
Doesn't matter.
You're probably just as right as we are.
Who cares? Yeah, totally.
Lola, come here.
Bye.
Well, this was Conversations with Lola.
Bye for now.